So, hi everyone, my name is Nur Azira and I'm telling you about the Sunyang Bairata. So, a little bit about Sunyang Bairata. He was born in the 1st December 1991, which makes his current age is 29 years old. And he was born at the Hangzhou, Zhejiang, China, and he was dubbed as the most successful China swimmer. So a little bit about Sunyang's career. He started swimming at a really young age, and his name rose in international level in 2006. In 2008, he represented his country, which is China, to participate in Beijing Olympic in 2008. So he made a major breakthrough when his name slipped into the final 1.5 kilometers freestyle event. So again in 2010, Sunyang became his country representative for swimmer athlete. In 2010, he managed to got 4 medals, which is 2 of it are from 1.5 kilometers and 800 meters freestyle event, and the other 2 are from 200 and 400 freestyle event. So in 2011 World Championship, Sunyang won his first world title in 800 meters freestyle event. So in 2012 London Olympic Games, Sunyang broke a long hard record by Australian swimmer, which is Grant Hackett. Ironically, Sunyang decided to move to Australia and being trained under Grant Hackett's own coach, which is Dennis Cottrell. So in this Olympic Games, Sunyang won 3 medals, which is 2 of it are golds from 400 and 1.5 kilometers freestyle event, and another one are from silver from 200 meters freestyle event.
Assalamualaikum, I am Rabatul Adawiyah. The agency that has been handling this kind of cases like doping is WADA. WADA is World Anti-Doping Agency. It was founded in 10 November 1999 in Switzerland as an international independent expert formed and funded fairly by the sport management and government. Since 2002, the headquarters of WADA was in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. The activities include scientific research, education development of anti-doping capacity, and monitoring of the World Anti-Doping Code. The World Anti-Doping Code is a document that harmonizes anti-doping policy in all sports in every country and adopted by 600 organizations including IOC, International Olympic Committee.
The decision by the Court of Arbitration for Sport will keep him out of the Tokyo Olympic this year and most likely end his career. After that, he became a champion 3 times from China and Olympics. He also suspended from competition for 8 years for a drug testing violation. He achieved a 6-time Olympic medalist and first Chinese man to win a swimming gold medal at the Games. Then, he had been fighting a multi-year battle with World Anti-Doping Agency to preserve his eligibility in international competition. WADA brought a complaint against Sun after Sun's international governing body declined to penalize him. In September 2018, Sun agreed with the testers and his mother ordered a security guard to get his blood sample via with hammer. He declined to submit a urine sample. The ban is the first imposed on a Chinese sport figure as influential as Sun. More than 30 of the country's swimmers were caught using banned substance in the 1990s. Social media platforms were flooded with messages of support for the swimmers and anger at the decision may be described as anti-Chinese and designed to harm the country. some who contended with the suit had been unprofessional and lacked the proper paperwork. He also received only a warning from a tribunal from FINA, the swimming's governing body. He was suspended for 3 months by the Chinese swimming authorities in 2014 after he tested positive.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hasriza bin Arzali, and for my part, I will discuss about the improvement that we can do in doping. Even though doping is considered illegal in world of sport, but most of the athletes tend to repeat the action of taking the substance into the body. Why doping is such a big deal? First, this substance mostly harmful to human physiologically for a long term and bring along the side effects such as irregular heart rhythm, insomnia, nosebleed, low sex drive, and many others. First, why does athlete mostly tend to take enhancing drug or any other drugs that can elevate their stamina? In point of view of the athlete itself, they facing a great pressure that urge for their winning, such as pressure from nation, pressure from association, and pressure from family. This was one of the main reasons why doping is used as an alternative way to achieve goals. Besides lacks of training and time constraint also influencing their decision of doing doping or not. So, I will talk about the improvement or prevention that we can take in doping. Since the first time drug abuse spotted in world of sport in 776 BC, the first ever rules that against the doping in 1928. The Agency of Anti-Doping has listed various ways to improve or preventing doping. Firstly, guideline for the athlete. According to the guideline, an athlete must know the doping regulation equally as well as the rules for the competition, know the danger of doping to health, know the doping classes with example of relevant drugs, both the IOC list and the list of the individual international federation, know the procedural guidelines for doping control, know the consequence of refusing doping control and of a positive test result, know how to obtain a declaration in case of dependence on regular use of any drug for medical reasons, realize that import and distribution of prohibited drug is strictly forbidden and can be punished. Second, guideline for coaches and leaders. The coach or leaders must know the guidelines for the athlete, increase his or her knowledge about doping to better be able to inform the athlete, suit information, the different group of athlete, age group, level of education, and many others. Plan and arrange teaching session about doping, develop two-way communication system and open support in case of the problem, stimulate contact with the athlete surrounding such as parents, school, working place, and such more. Stimulate contacts with mass media to increase the level of information, show a positive attitude to and respect for the rules and ethics of sport. Third and lastly, prevention measure of anti-doping. Experience has shown that in addition to regular random controls, information program and action to influence attitudes are equally important. Such program must consider what can be done to limit the extent of doping in sports, both at the national level and internationally. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Iman. I'm going to explain about the conclusion that can be drawn from my group's case study, Chinese swimmer Sunyang. Having failed to attend a doping test, Sunyang was banned from swimming sports. His doping case has attracted huge interest in his homeland. From the case, we can see the negative impact that occurred on Sunyang's career. He faced many problems, including having a conflict and negative relationship with his competitors and sports fans. He gets disrespect, criticism, and hatred. This can be seen from the action of his competitors. Firstly, Duncan Scott of Britain refused to share the podium with Sunyang for photos. The other competitor, Mark Houghton, called Sunyang a drug cheater And Brazilian swimmer Joao de Luca didn't shake hands with Sunyang. He cannot compete anymore in swimming sports, and we also know that doping can cause bad effect on his health. This shows that doping damage his image and careers. Therefore, people need to be aware and take the lesson from Sunyang case. When the competitor wins in a deceptive way, such as using drugs, the public would find a champion not a real champion. All sportsmen want to achieve success, but winning a competition by taking drugs will not satisfy. We had learned that Sunyang is a professional athlete, that he should taking a good care of his body by avoid drug. He also cannot be so selfish to get victory in sports by doping. He needs to strive for a high level of sportsmanship and show fair play because he is a sports figure and an icon to society. So, it is hoped that preventive measures will be taken to prevent the use of drugs in sport and a case like Sunyang. That's all from me. Thank you.